Pressure does not break people, it reveals them. Most men believe they fail because life is too hard, responsibilities are too heavy, or the world is unfair. But the truth is quieter and more dangerous. They collapse because their mind was never trained to carry weight. When pressure arrives, it does not attack from the outside, it rises from within. The racing thoughts, the tight chest, the urge to escape. This is where most men fall, long before any real battle begins. In the age of comfort, pressure feels unbearable. A deadline feels like an enemy. Silence feels uncomfortable. Responsibility feels overwhelming. But pressure is not the problem. Weak structure is. A mind without discipline reacts instead of responds. It panics instead of observes, and panic always leads to collapse. This is why two people can face the same storm. One breaks, the other becomes sharper. The difference is not talent, it is inner order. Old warriors understood something modern minds have forgotten. Chaos outside is inevitable. Chaos inside is optional. Miyamoto Musashi never trained to avoid pressure. He trained to remain stable inside it. While others searched for motivation, he built structure. While others followed emotion, he followed principle. Pressure only destroys those who have no internal frame to hold it. Most men today live without that frame. Their emotions decide their actions. Their comfort decides their effort. Their fear decides their limits. When pressure rises, they seek distraction. They scroll, they delay, they escape. Not because they are lazy, but because their mind has never learned how to stand still under weight. A warrior does not remove pressure, he becomes heavier than it. Pressure exposes habits. When pressure comes, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your training. And most men have trained only comfort. Soft mornings, easy choices, constant stimulation. Then they wonder why a single challenge exhausts them. Pressure feels lethal only to a mind that has lived unchallenged. Musashi believed that the mind must be sharpened before the sword is ever drawn, because a dull mind cannot hold steady when everything shakes. A man who cannot control his inner state will always be controlled by circumstances. This is why pressure crushes him, not because he is weak, but because he is unprepared. The silent truth is this: pressure is not here to destroy you, it is here to show you what you have neglected. Every time you feel overwhelmed, something inside you is undeveloped. Every time you panic, something inside you lacks structure. This is not an insult, it is an invitation to build the inner frame that does not bend. Most people try to reduce pressure. Warriors increase capacity. They do not ask life to be lighter, they make themselves stronger. This is where the path begins, not with confidence, not with motivation, but with acceptance. Pressure will come, responsibility will grow, life will demand more. The only question is whether your mind is built to hold it. And this is where the true training starts. Calm is not the absence of pressure. Calm is the mastery of attention while pressure exists. Most people believe calm comes naturally as a personality trait. Warriors know better. Calm is trained. It is built through repeated exposure to discomfort without reaction. This is why panic spreads so quickly among the untrained. Their mind has never learned how to remain still when everything demands movement. Musashi did not chase emotional control. He removed emotion from authority. Feelings were allowed to exist, but they were never allowed to decide. Fear could speak, but it could not command. Doubt could appear, but it could not lead. This separation is what modern minds lack. When pressure arrives, emotion takes control. Thought collapses, action becomes chaotic, the battle is already lost. Pressure compresses time, decisions feel urgent, options feel limited. This is where untrained minds rush, explain, overreact, and regret. Warriors do the opposite. They slow down internally even when speed is required externally. This inner stillness creates clarity, and clarity creates precision. The calm man always sees what the frantic man misses. Most people train their body occasionally and neglect their mind completely. Warriors reverse this. The mind is trained first, stillness is practiced, silence is embraced, attention is sharpened, discomfort is welcomed. This training is invisible, which is why most people never do it. There is no applause for inner discipline, no validation for mental restraint. Yet this is exactly where pressure stops being dangerous. Musashi believed that the moment you are emotionally attached to an outcome, you surrender control. Attachment creates tension, tension creates fear, fear collapses judgment. A warrior acts without clinging to victory or fearing loss. He focuses only on correct action. Under pressure, this mindset is unshakable. Look closely at men who collapse under pressure. They are not weak, they are overloaded. Their mind carries noise, distraction, expectation, and fear all at once. Pressure simply adds one more weight to an already unstable structure. Collapse becomes inevitable. Warriors simplify. They remove unnecessary thought. They narrow focus. They reduce the mind to what matters now. This is how pressure becomes manageable. The greatest advantage under pressure is not speed, it is clarity. Clarity comes from discipline. Discipline comes from repetition. Repetition comes from daily choices that feel insignificant at the time. Choosing stillness over reaction, choosing effort over comfort, choosing presence over distraction. These small acts build a mind that does not shake. Pressure is the testing ground. It reveals whether your training is real or imagined. When your heart rate rises and your thoughts race, that is the moment your inner structure is measured. Panic is proof of neglect. Calm is proof of preparation. This is why warriors respect pressure. It tells them the truth. And once you understand this, pressure no longer feels like an enemy. It becomes feedback. It shows you where to train next, where to sharpen further, where to strengthen the frame. The man who learns from pressure grows. The man who runs from it collapses again. The question is no longer why pressure exists. The question is whether your mind has been built to stand inside it.
The modern world does not reward the loudest or the fastest. It rewards the one who remains stable while others fracture. Pressure is everywhere now. Deadlines, expectations, noise, comparison, uncertainty. Most men are constantly reacting. They exhaust themselves emotionally and then wonder why they feel empty. Warriors move differently. They conserve energy. They choose responses instead of reactions. This is how they outlast the storm. To stand under pressure, you must first remove the illusion that it should feel comfortable. Pressure is not meant to feel good. It is meant to refine. Every demanding moment is a test of structure. When your mind seeks escape, that is where training begins. Stay present. Do the next correct action. Do not dramatize the moment. Do not negotiate with discomfort. Action dissolves fear faster than thought ever will. Musashi understood that strength is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not rush to prove anything. When pressure rises, most people speak more, explain more, justify more. Warriors reduce words. They reduce movement. They reduce unnecessary thought. They become precise. Precision is calm in motion. This is why composed individuals command respect without demanding it. In daily life, pressure appears in simple forms. Waking up when you want to stay in bed, speaking when silence would be easier, acting when hesitation feels safer. These moments seem small, but they are the forge. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you reinforce the inner frame. Each time you avoid the challenge, you weaken it. Pressure does not suddenly arrive in life. It is built or resisted every day. The man who trains his mind daily does not fear intense moments. He expects them. He welcomes them, because pressure reveals advantage. While others scramble, he sees clearly. While others hesitate, he acts. While others panic, he breathes. This is not luck. This is accumulated discipline. Calm is not a gift. It is earned. Understand this: you do not rise to the occasion, you fall to your preparation. If you want pressure to stop crushing you, stop avoiding it. Seek small difficulties, choose hard routines, remove distractions, simplify your focus. Over time, your mind becomes weighted. Pressure no longer feels heavy because you are no longer light. Musashi's legacy was not about defeating opponents, it was about mastering the inner state. He knew that a man who cannot govern himself will always be governed by circumstance, but the man who controls his inner world becomes immovable. External chaos loses power, challenges become invitations, pressure becomes a proving ground. The path of the warrior is not dramatic, it is repetitive, it is quiet, it is demanding, and it is unforgiving, but it works. Over time, you stop asking life to be easier. You become capable. You become composed. You become reliable, especially when it matters most. Pressure will never disappear. Responsibility will only grow. Life will continue to test you. The only decision is whether you will meet those tests as a victim of circumstance or as a master of self. Train your mind, build your structure, respect pressure, and when the weight increases, stand still within it. This is why most men collapse under pressure, and this is how warriors do not.